The development project of Madani City is not a symbol of progress or hope. On the contrary, it reflects the failure of the leadership of the 10th Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Bersatu Information Chief, Datuk Tun Faisal Ismail Aziz, said that the rebranding of Madani is viewed negatively by the people because it is a personal political narrative and is associated with failure and suffering. Anwar is a former convict of corruption and abuse of power who was imprisoned for 6 years for these crimes and was also sentenced to 5 years in prison for sodomy. Anwar also has ongoing court cases related to sexual assault against a man. This image is not just a political issue, it concerns moral credibility and the people's trust in national institutions. When the name Kota Madani is raised, all personal records and leadership failures that surround the leader are also immortalized along with it, he said in a statement. He also touched on the major failures of the Madani government, which increasingly burden the people, including uncontrolled rising living costs, increasing questions about integrity, and political appointments that contradict the spirit of reform. The Prime Minister's speeches and interviews are continuous, but real policy changes are very slow and yield no meaningful results. Reform remains rhetoric. Ministers often make contradictory statements. Promises to abolish tolls, lower petrol prices, forgive PTPTN debts, and fight for people's rights are just promises. People's hopes have turned into disappointment, he added. Further commenting, he compared the establishment of Kota Madani with Putrajaya, built during Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's era, which is free from personal political branding and functions as the country's administrative center. Putrajaya was built when the country was prosperous. The people enjoyed rapid economic growth and development. It was built to facilitate governance and administration, not to strengthen an individual's legacy. In contrast, Kota Madani cost RM4 billion Mainrame and was developed when the country was in a bleak economic situation, with people struggling with various hardships and suffering. Decreased purchasing power, tax burdens, subsidy eliminations, and high living costs. In such conditions, building a new city like this has no meaning for the people and is considered insensitive and wasteful, he said. The 41.28-hectare Kota Madani development in present 19 Putrajaya will house 10,000 residential units to accommodate over 30,000 residents and will be built vertically with high intensity. Previously, Anwar announced that the first phase of the development involved constructing around 3,000 residential units and a secondary school, expected to be completed and fully operational by the end of 2027. Meanwhile, Federal Territories Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Zaliha Mustafa claimed that the name Kota Madani is retained in accordance with the government's intention led by Anwar.